In my last video, I said in the description that most likely my next video will be on the full release of Dark Tide, and you know I have been playing the beta, but guys, I need to come clean. I haven't been playing it a lot, if I'm completely honest. You see, my entire Thanksgiving break had been completely taken over by Call of Duty.
I'm a pussy that use riot shield.
Correct!
And no, just to get this out the way, I did not spend $70 on the latest entry. I do not think a game deserves $70 unless it earns $70.
Stop it!
And for a COD title, no.
No, game, please no. I think my game just crashed too.
Woo-wee! Making bacon.
It doesn't deserve $70. I have been playing most of my time on DMZ.
What?
No, alright. I know that sounds bad.
Okay, listen. I thought I would just try it out for a bit. I thought I would just play it for like a couple of seconds. I'd be like, oh, that's kind of fun, and then I'd stop. But I didn't. I just kept playing, and then I put about like 40 more hours into this one in the Dark Tide, and I just kept getting out of hand. I don't know. I don't know what came over me. You know, I like a good COD. I've played a bit of CODs, you know, even if I haven't played an overall good COD since Black Ops 2, 10 fucking years ago. Doesn't mean there hasn't been some good stuff that has happened in the recent CODs, but to me, other than Cold War Zombies and the campaign for Modern Warfare 2019, I haven't really enjoyed COD all that much. But this is probably the first time that since I've fucking played a COD that every time I have got off of the game, it almost beckoned me back, beckoning my soul into the devil corporation known as Activision Blizzard. It is a terrible fate that I have been put under. Now, maybe you don't stay up to date on COD news. I could get that. Call of Duty kind of sucks. So, recently, they released Warzone 2.0. I don't know when it exactly launched, and I don't really care to look it up. This mode is a battle royale, but mostly it's you join the game and you start yelling at people with a shitty mic.
You're a fucking loser!
Because there's now proximity chat, and that's probably the only fun part of that game. Alongside with Warzone 2.0, they released DMZ, which is a Tarkov-styled game mode. If you don't know what Escape from Tarkov is, well, basically, it's this game where you go into this area and you start fucking grabbing guns and other supplies, and then you extract from said area to reap the rewards of what you collected. But if you die while you're in the area, you lose everything you had on you. So yeah, it's basically the game you go and play when you want to have an existential crisis, because you think that's fun. Now, just because I put a lot of hours in this, doesn't mean everything is sunshine and rainbows, alright? These are made by COD developers. This was Vanguard on launch. Don't let anyone make you forget this. It was fucking terrible. But in my opinion, I think DMZ is a pretty good game mode. For a free-to-play game, it is pretty goddamn good, alright? I like going around on Mazur, being a little rat, scavenging for food like it's the last meal I'm gonna have in about 6 months. It's pretty fun. I like the cycle that you go through. You see, you got like 3 factions that you can help, and in return, you get some nice little rewards. You can get some blueprints, some operator skins, and in this day and age where getting a skin in COD costs about $20, I think a lot of people will be happy just for getting fucking anything free, alright? Again, COD developers, Activision, holding them by the balls. As you go through the factions and you do more missions, you will go to the next tier. Each tier, as far as I've seen, has gotten a lot harder as you progress, which is good. It makes it so the person wants to continue playing to do these challenges, as you're not going to be able to do all of them in one go. You may have to do them in multiple different matches. Now, besides doing your missions in the zone, you got some other stuff that you can do, alright? You gotta go and do some contracts. These are little green icons around the map that you can do to get some money. I'm not gonna name off all of them because I don't even remember half of them, besides like collecting a fucking SD card of your mom and uploading it to the internet. That's as far as I can remember. You also have strongholds. These are areas that you can raid. They have some good loot in them. And there's also different points of interest around the map, like an airport and other shit, like the US Embassy, stuff like that, which also have high tier loot in them, which enforces you to find these keys, which can be dropped by different enemies, so you can unlock the areas which contain these high level loot. And once you get some cash, there's buy stations around the map. You can go here and then you can sell off shit that you've collected through the entire match. Like, you can find just like light bulbs, cracked pipes, and then just go and sell them for money. And then you spend your money on contraband weapons that you can buy there, as well as gear and kill streaks and stronghold key cards, which you need to get into the stronghold, and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of hard to go into too much detail because I've kind of already explained how this game works, because it's pretty simple. You go in, you do your shit, you get out. That's pretty much all there is to do. Like, it's clear this game was made for a more casual audience, and I like that, because hearing some of my friends play Escape from Tarkov, it almost sounded like they were about to fucking kill each other. Like, if they were next to each other, there would be a murder that day. Going in here, when I die, it's like, well, that fucking sucks, I died, but getting my shit back may take like a game or two. It's not like super fucking terrible, demoralizing when I die. It's kind of just, oh well, I'll get them next time. Now, something I forgot to mention, there are bosses in this. There's an attack helicopter that sometimes can spawn, but two bosses that are always spawn at the beginning are the Chemist and the Juggernaut. The Chemist and the Juggernaut give you special rewards if you kill them. The Chemist gives you an assault rifle that you need to extract with, and then I think it's the M13B, and the Juggernaut has a whole list of different kind of cosmetics and weapon blueprints that you can get, but you have to collect these weapon crates. These will immediately mark your location as soon as you pick them up, but in return, you get 10k XP. So it's this idea of risk reward, which is kind of the whole idea of this game mode to begin with. You could go and fight some people. It may not go well, but oh well. You could get some good shit out of it. If you're by yourself, here's a little tip. Don't fight anyone by yourself. It is a fucking nightmare. I can promise you right now, it fucking sucks. And speaking of some things that do suck, playing solo is kind of a task, alright? For me, I play most things solo. I have no friends, alright? But it's really encouraged that you play with people here, right? It's up. You can play up with three people, including yourself. But if you don't have anyone, as soon as you go down and you don't have a self-revive or a revive gun, you're kind of just out for the count. There's nothing that can help you, and you can fucking easily get downed. All right, the AI in this game, whatever the fuck they're on, it is probably the best crack I have ever seen in my entire life. The AI can go from being pretty retarded to I'm going to two-shot you now, and there's not much you can do about it. Good luck, dumbass. But yeah, I think with a few changes, this game can be pretty good. Like, lowering the amount of crack that you give the AI. Also lowering the spawn rate, because Jesus Christ, I don't think I've seen this amount of people come out of nowhere since Saints Row 2 with the fucking clown car. And then if you're like a solo player, either have like a playlist for just solo players, or maybe give the solo players like a self-revive to decrease the amount of spawn dying, as that is probably the most miserable thing to ever happen to anyone. It is just so depressing. I think that is what needs to be done in order to make this a pretty good experience. Hey people, me from the future. I'm finishing up this video after a whole month that this video even should have came out not a whole month later after Warzone dropped, because there's been changes. I don't really know what the changes are. So yeah, I kind of just want to say sorry for the long delay, because I'm a fucking piece of shit. And also, thanks for 100 subs. That's kind of cool. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, my name is Walter Hardwell White. I live at 308 Negro Royal Lane.
A lonely electron with nothing to do. Pairs up with a neutron for a cocktail or two. Atomic kisses, survived by a few. They had a nuclear blast. Said the electron to the